Hello, everybody. I hope you guys are doing really well. You're safe and sound in your house with your loved ones and your family. Right now, it's the afternoon. I was able to get out of my house, and I want to make a quick video about PayPal. It seems like everybody and their mother was talking about PayPal, and all of a sudden, the hype over PayPal is starting to die down. And I really hate that because I feel like a lot of YouTubers are guilty of jumping on the bandwagon. We see this all the time, specifically with Tesla. We see this like crazy. I think the worst, most atrocious evidence of this is for Palantir. And now it seems to be happening with PayPal. You see, when PayPal hit a 52-week low of around $59, $60, everybody started talking about it, and then it started rebounding, and all of a sudden everyone started jumping on the bandwagon when PayPal was like, if I'm not mistaken, it hit like 71, 72, and then it collapsed again. And everybody and their mother was talking about PayPal, and right now people are just like silenced about PayPal, like, oh, I don't want to be caught talking about the wrong thing. Grow a pair of balls. Stick to what you're saying. If your thesis is broken, come out and make a video and say my thesis is broken. For all intents and purposes, I think PayPal is still, and even now, a much better buy than it was before because of where the price is. And I'm going to outline a couple of statistics, a couple of numbers, and it's up to you to do your own research. It's up to you to do your own due diligence. Do not follow me, and please don't follow any other YouTuber. This is intended for entertainment and education. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not some genius. I'm just talking like a regular, everyday Joe Schmo, talking to you as if we're having a beer in a bar and just talking about, finance and shooting the shit. So I'm going to keep it real with you guys, 100%. The current price of PayPal is $55.75. And I think it's a tremendous, tremendous value because I feel like PayPal was absolutely obliterated. And it's almost like, and don't quote me on this, like almost like, how much worse can it get based on the qualities of PayPal? You see, PayPal has certain characteristics that are, working for it. That's good for it. And I don't think PayPal's ever going to become another $300 stock, but I do believe PayPal should be in the low triple digits, which is like around that 120 range. I've been saying this for quite a while. I still think it's going to get there. And PayPal is a short-term play for me. Now, $55.75. Why is this so important? Just for you to understand, I'm going to give you some statistics. PayPal back in July 2017, that is the last time that this was the price of PayPal. So 6.5 years ago, PayPal's price is the price that it is today. So you might be like, well, Adam, it doesn't warrant that price anymore because PayPal is a shitty company. And to this, I'm going to say, I do think it warrants a much, much higher price than it does today, whatever it is. A 2x essentially from where it is right now. And I'll explain it to you. So the current earnings per share trailing 12 months is $3.57. In 2017, it was $1.15 plus or minus, depending on when you're taking the metrics. The current PE, which is price to earnings ratio, which is the love that the market is giving, the multiple that the market is giving based on your revenue, is 15.6. Now, when the PE was at 30, everybody was going crazy. The PE is just absolutely getting demolished for PayPal. The PE in 2017 for PayPal was 35, and that was a very, very low PE. This is right before PayPal started taking off. You know what I mean? It's an absolutely terrible, 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 no love whatsoever for PayPal. And then in 2017, it started taking off all the way into COVID, and then it absolutely blew up to like the 60s. I don't even care about that. I think that if it could get back into the low, mid 30s, that would already maintain a trajectory of the price going north. But I'll give you a couple of other numbers because you might be like, well, Adam, maybe what you're saying makes sense, maybe it doesn't, but I need more research. And for this, I'm going to say, do your own due diligence, do your own research. Definitely 100%. Don't just go by what I'm saying here, okay? But let's do a couple of numbers. Let's go over it a little bit more, shall we? In 2017, the revenue was $13 billion, which is absolutely massive. Today's revenue is $30 billion. We're estimated to make $30 billion by the end of the year. So think about it. Our revenue is more than double what it was in 2017. Our PE is half of what it was in 2017. Our earnings per share is 3 times what it was in 2017. And the price of PayPal is the same that it was in 2017. So you might say, well, Adam, that's great, but what else you got for us? And to this, I'm going to say the total number of transactions in 2017 was 7.6 billion, while today's total number of transactions is plus or minus 23 billion, like estimated. Just think about these numbers. How much better of a company on metrics is it today than it was before? The only thing is, the transactional margins are going down because PayPal shot itself in its own foot due to its own success. I know it sounds like an oxymoron, but think about it. PayPal has essentially 2 businesses, branded and unbranded. Branded is PayPal as you know it. Unbranded is when other companies essentially brand it as their own payments and they're using everything PayPal has to offer to you, except essentially for PayPal gives you more buyer beware, buyer protection, user protection, so on and so forth. And these are huge companies like Bookings.com and Uber and other huge mega companies like that are all using PayPal guts, but labeling it, their own payment processing. And because it's so successful, the transaction margins are so small when it comes to that. However, those transaction margins that are so small in the United States because of the competitive edge is a lot more in different regions. And PayPal is about to expand into 27 different regions, 27 different countries that, as per PayPal, and I'll take their word on it, is going to increase their profit margins. So PayPal definitely has a lot of major avenues to grow their transactional margins. And this whole time, they're reducing their non-transactional margins, i.e., they're firing people like a mofo to reduce total costs to offset the transactional margin. PayPal still grew 9% year over year. It's not like it's a dead company. That's what I'm saying. It's not a world beater. I would never buy this company at, say, $100. I wouldn't be buying this company at $80. Maybe I wouldn't touch this company at this particular point at $70. But at $55, $75, I think this is a crazy value. Now, it could go down more. It could go out of business. It might not ever go back up. I would prefer to own options, leap options, 2025, maybe even 2026 if you want to get those, but you probably higher premium. That's something that I would prefer to hold when it comes to PayPal, and I do have a lot of options when it comes to PayPal. Few key points about PayPal. The current market cap of PayPal is $61 billion. Now, PayPal does not do dividends in the traditional sense of dividends, but what they are doing is a buyback. And their buyback this year is going to be $5 billion, and their buyback, which I believe is cleared for next year, is already going to be $5 billion. $5 billion of $61 billion is 8.2%. 8.2% of the shares they're going to be buying back. Just think about that. Essentially, you're getting an 8% value on your money because they're going to buy back shares, which means the float becomes less, which means the value of your shares for the total market cap goes up. That's the way it works. You are getting a shit ton of value with the buybacks that people don't really care about. So people are just looking at the transactional margins that are shrinking. And they're right. However, as per Gabriella, who's the interim CFO, COO, I forgot her title, CTO, she says that one more quarter 3 that's about to come, they're going to get shellacked on transactional margins, and that's it. Then there's a pivot point, and it's going to go back up. So your question in your mind, and that's what I ask myself, and you come up with your own questions. I'm just saying that that's what I feel, is do you believe them or not? And do you think that PayPal is a better company today than it was in 2017, and that they can, in some way, shape, or form, turn this around? In my opinion, yes, they can, because there's other businesses they could get into within the fintech scope of work, within the fintech field. PayPal still has 40% market share for total online payments. Now, that did go down from around 60%, but they still got over 40%. It's massive, right? 435 million active users. Just think about that. They have 435 million users. That's absolutely freaking insane, guys. There's 8 billion people in this world. Take away kids, take away people without internet, so on and so forth. Obviously, those active users are also business accounts, but just think about that massive number. Like, we're literally talking about what, like 5% of the total population, including all demographics, in some way, shape, or form uses PayPal. Mind-boggling. They have so much information and data to use to apply maybe to another business. By the way, a lot of people don't know, but Venmo is PayPal. Shit ton of people use Venmo. Also, Venmo teen accounts right now. As people are going to grow, that's going to turn into PayPal accounts. They have other businesses, buy now, pay later, massive business for them because they have so much data, so they can approve people a lot faster. They're offering a fantastic 4.5% on savings account. People don't know about that, to attract more users. And they got their PayPal stablecoin, which is not new technology, but this is another way to generate revenue because they use the funds that people exchange USD, like American dollars, for PayPal stablecoin. And the money that they put in, they use for short-term investments. And that's how they generate even more revenue. If you don't believe that the company can turn this around in any way, shape, or form, and that the financial margins are going to keep going down, then this is a shitty play for you. But if you believe that the inflection point is coming in 2024, it's going to show that it's going up, then this is a great play. And I'll tell you why. When that happens and they can turn that around for 2 quarters in a row, let alone 3 quarters in a row, the price of PayPal should go up. I think that low to triple digits, like I said, if it ever gets there, I don't know. I can't guarantee anything, but do your own research. Come up with the numbers. If everything I said today is the first time you ever heard of these numbers and you hate PayPal, do research. You might come up with other numbers. There are definitely a lot of negative numbers when it comes to PayPal. I'm just saying that they're not $55 a share negative. For everybody that thinks it's going to be $300, $400, $500 a share, man, good luck for you. I think you guys are full of shit and just pandering to the crowd. You're just placating people to get likes and clicks. And for all the people that stop making content about PayPal just because PayPal's price is down, shame on you as well. If you have a thesis, stick to it. If it changed, let it be known. But I noticed that since PayPal's price is going down, nobody's talking about it. Not nobody, and nobody in particular. I'm just saying in general. Yeah, that's all I got to say. Let me know down below what you guys think about PayPal. And fair warning, as I said, I do have a position in PayPal. Yeah, that's all I got to say. Thank you very much. Everybody have a great day.